What if this is actually a more powerful tool for your child's creativity and focus than a mountain of age-tailored toys? What if those are actually getting in the way of your child's development? This video isn't about having fewer toys or another rotation system. This video is about having the right items so your child's imagination does the heavy lifting. Today we're looking at why boarding toys are better for a child. And as a bonus, you'll spend less money and have a cleaner house. Sounds good? Hi, my name is Monta. I'm creating this channel to create a space for motherhood to become easier, more simple, more fun. And I have a lot of tips that I have crafted for myself to create motherhood a fun experience. So join me here. So if those fancy age-tailored toys that you see on Instagram aren't the answer, what is? It's about understanding what actually high-quality play looks like and the powerful brain building that is happening when your child is truly engaged. In order to understand this correctly, we have to shift our understanding of what play is to children. It's not entertainment. It's their art and experimentation lab that they train their brain for the real world. They act out certain situations, emotions. We're talking about development skills far more important than what sound a cow makes. We're talking about executive function. Executive function is like the brain's boss. It's the part of the brain that helps us stop and make good choices instead of reacting right away. Many studies show a link between pretend play and these crucial skills. When your toddler grabs a cardboard tube and pretends it's a telescope, they're doing something incredible. They are holding the idea in their mind, this is a telescope, denying the reality that it's actually a cardboard tube. And on top of it, they're acting out the whole scene. They are exercising skills like working memory and self-control. Then, when the telescope becomes a sword and then a trumpet, they're exercising mental flexibility, the ability to adapt your thinking. That is the ability to see a lot of possible solutions from one starting point. Is the key ingredient to creativity. When a child is given a stick, it might be a wand, a sword, a pencil to draw in the sand. This also ties into a powerful concept called divergent thinking, first described by psychologist Guilford. A toy that does only one thing when you push a button tends to encourage the opposite, convergent thinking, finding the one right answer. And while that is an important skill too, a childhood filled only with those kind of toys won't give them the space to stretch their creative muscles. Finally, simple play is actually a space for them to practice emotional regulation. When a block tower falls, it's frustrating. That moment of falling and then trying again, and then falling and then trying again, is a powerful lesson in resilience. Unstructured play offers endless opportunities for your child to face tiny challenges, but it's all happening in a low-stakes environment, not yet in the real life. So they get to practice. And that's not even the best part. The beauty of this concept that I'm talking about here today is that these toys grow with your child, and you can stop spending money on these age-appropriate developmental toys, but rather invest in durable and pleasant items that will last for generations. This leads us to a beautiful concept. A 2-year-old might create a skyscraper. A 4-year-old will create a city and create a whole storyline within it. You see, the toy itself doesn't change, but the complexity of the play does. That's sign of a great toy. It doesn't do only one thing. It invites a million worlds to be born. They invite your child to be the creator, not the spectator. And we are raising creators, not consumers, aren't we? You see, in modern world, we mix stimulation and development. Stimulation is about grabbing attention. Development is about building ability. So what does it? The king of all pretend and open and play are loose parts. Discs, blocks, sticks, rocks. Okay, I'm rapping here already. As it sounds, loose parts. They can be characters, they can be food, they can be building blocks. As I'm saying, the only limitation is the imagination. The next would be building blocks. Those can be blocks, anything that can be stacked. Cardboard boxes, magnet tiles. I love these. Pretend play, scarves, old t-shirts, dolls, these cute animals. My daughter loves playing with these. It's so interesting to watch. Just let a few days go by and you'll be so intrigued of watching what your child's brain does. You get an insight into their mind through the play. It's so cool. And finally, art and sensory. Play-Doh, sand, practically anything that you can create with. And don't focus on the end goal of what you're making. It's more about a sensory experience. Art should be play, even as adults. And when you will provide your child with all of these items, you will see a whole nother version of your child emerge. A whole other version of play emerge. I promise you, you will love it. It's so interesting to watch your child not only press buttons on a keyboard or shake a colorful rattle, but they are creating a reality, a small world reality. This all sounds great in theory, but what if your playroom is already at full capacity? Throwing it all away sounds terrifying. So let's reframe it. We're actually intentionally curating a space for your child that would invite peace and creativity. So, how to do it? First, let's make an audit of the toys. 3 piles. Keep, rotate, and throw away. In the keep pile, you keep the best toys that are durable. Think good quality wooden blocks, figurines, any toy that your child is really engaged with usually. The rotate pile is the extra stuff that we will rotate in a few weeks so the toys feel brand new again. And the third pile is the throwaway pile. Think broken toys, toys that have lost parts, or toys your child never plays with. But here comes the most important part. Your role, especially if your child is up to 3 years old. As you simplify your child's environment, you open up something much more important than any toy, real life, with you. For a child 0 to 3, the primary job is to learn how world works, and their favorite way to do it is by watching you and joining you. This is the foundation. As much of the research and studies that I could show you about pretend play and how beneficial it is to your child's brain, development, executive function, and any other fancy words, the foundation is relationship with you, face-to-face contact, watching you live in the world. Without that, pretend play doesn't have much impact anyways. Simple chores and daily errands aren't interruption to their play, so you don't have to feel guilty. They are the play. They are the learning. Letting your toddler help sort the laundry is a masterclass in textures, colors, and fine motor skills. A trip to the grocery store is a sensory explosion of sounds, smells, interactions with other people. How can a set of wooden blocks become a skyscraper if they have never looked up to see one? The real world fuel their pretend play and vice versa. It's about narrating the world as you move through it together. This is the base. Your love, your attention, simple, mundane things. They have never been here before, believe me. It's interesting enough. You don't have to sit down with them and play all the time. Upon this foundation and connection with you in real life, a wooden block can become anything. So I challenge you not to see your child's play space as a container that needs to be filled, but as a studio that needs to be curated. By clearing the excess out of the space, you aren't taking anything away from your child. You are giving them the gifts of focus, resilience, imagination, and creativity. You are giving them the space to realize that they don't need a specific toy in order to play. You are giving them the greatest gift of all, a whole lot more of themselves to explore. What do you think? Does this feel liberating or totally overwhelming? Let me know in the comments. Especially I would like to hear about your non-toy items that your child are obsessed about. You know, wooden spoons, box. My child loves the laundry basket. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe. so you don't miss another video of mine. Thank you for watching.